Bet, cool. So we are here with one of my mentors, one of my senseis in this life. Jullien Gordon, aka Mr. Multifamily. I mean, you can introduce yourself, but I'm pretty sure they already know you, so.
What's going on, y'all? Jullien Gordon, aka Mr. Multifamily. Don't let him fool you. This man is brilliant at what he does. I'm so excited to be here and just to have somebody as so precise and so visionary as Reggie to be working alongside of us. We know he's going to take whatever we teach him and actually implement, and that's what's really important. That's what inspires us. So.
Yeah, definitely. Not just one of them, but I definitely appreciate your words. Not to sound cocky or something like that. But I appreciate your words. It means a lot to me. Really just showing them my progression through life and what I'm doing managing you guys' projects.
Yeah.
And if you can show them this beautiful project you're doing right now.
Yeah. So this is a 3-2 here in New Orleans, and we about 10 days away, just waiting on some cabinets in order to finish the countertop and everything like that. This is going to be a living room, kitchen all together right here with the island here that also serves as a dining table. So that's there. Then put in the baseboards, finish up another coat of paint, and we locked in here. So this is about 1,300 square feet. Not huge, but beautiful for a single family. It's going to be office in here. Nice little office space in here. About a 10 by 12 bedroom in here. So it'll serve us both in there. Then come down this hallway, and supplies have been interesting. The supply chain has been broken a lot by COVID. This is a bathroom right here. This is one of my styles that I like to do, which is white on the bottom, with the shiplap with black paint up, and then gold finishing. So that's there. This little size bedroom right here. That's either going to be for a child or something along those lines. And then this is the master bedroom with amazing walk-in closet right there. And then we see the bathroom style unit over here. So this is what we're doing, developing in the neighborhoods. I got a few properties in this particular neighborhood known as St. Roch in New Orleans. And I'm not originally from here, but in New Orleans I fell in love with it. So I willingly left Brooklyn, where I got my first property started in real estate. I started in Brooklyn, came to New Orleans, actually bought New Orleans from a distance while I was living in Brooklyn. And New Orleans has the most black culture in the entire United States. And so when I was thinking about where I wanted to live, New Orleans was it for me. And so what I love about this place is the food, the culture, the people, the pace, the affordability, the warmth, and of course, so much happened after the training. So many people started taking over the neighborhood and buying up things that got left behind after Katrina, and I wanted to come back and make sure that we didn't lose this culture. I traveled all across the country, and everything is looking real vanilla, but when you land in New Orleans, you feel like you need a passport when you come here. And so I wanted to make sure that got preserved, and I knew that sometimes locals didn't have enough capital in order to make sure that the community didn't get ripped right from under them. And so that's what brings me here. Of course, that allowed me to meet brothers like Anthony Kimble and Chapin Wade, who we're doing all the development out in Baton Rouge with the Buy Back Baton Rouge Fund and Eddie Robinson Senior Historic District and in Scotlandville. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. For me, this is spiritual work. When you think about it, land was God's first gift to man before life. The land was here. And so it's important for us as God's children to be good stewards of this land. I don't perceive myself as actually owning this land, even though I'm a real estate owner, but I do develop it, I do enhance it, I do create affordable housing, quality affordable housing for people who have never been treated well by a landlord before. I got Section 8 tenants, I got market rate tenants, but I treat them all with respect and with dignity. And many of them don't leave because they've never had somebody care for them in the way that I care for them. I see myself as a steward of the land. I see myself as a steward of these buildings. I see myself as a steward of the people who I house. And so that's what's really important to me. And so we're expanding that vision out in Baton Rouge, where the cost basis for real estate is a lot more affordable. So Reggie and I are constantly going from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. Can't wait till that commuter train gets here. And we able to pull up right at Electric Depot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're waiting on that. But we're willing to do whatever it takes. We believe in the South. I grew up in Oakland, went to school to LA, back to Palo Alto for business school, out to Brooklyn. And I believe in the South. This is the land that our ancestors worked, and so I believe that if you work the land, you should own the land. So we come back to reclaim what is ours. Reclaim what is ours as the firstborn, as Black folks on this planet. We're the firstborn, and we the eldest, and so we gotta reclaim our birthright. And part of our birthright is making sure that we control and be good stewards of the land that was given to us by the Creator.
Definitely. And can you just elaborate one time? My favorite thing from you is really when you say you're like a vessel and the cash that flows through you to be blessed to other people.
Oh, yeah. So for me, I have a philosophy in terms of wealth building called financial spirituality. And financial spirituality is basically...
and you can purchase this book, by the way. You can purchase this book.
You can purchase the book. The book is out. It's called Rich and Righteous, The Spiritual Secrets to Master Money Manifestation in Your Mind. And for me, the money that flows to me and through me is not mine. And the reason the Creator keeps pouring into me is because it knows that the buck does not stop here. I'm not trying to hoard money. It's not about accumulating money. It's about how much money you circulate. So material wealth is how much money you accumulate by the time you die. Spiritual wealth is how much you circulate while you are alive. And so I just perceive money as stored energy. And it's my responsibility as a steward of that money to actually turn these dead presidents, right, and actually resurrect them and give cash consciousness by putting it into investments like this, into individuals like Reggie, into ideas that I believe in, so I can bring more good and more God here on earth. And so I see myself as a vessel, as a conductor of this economic resource called money. And for me, wealth consciousness is when you are able to relate to money just like you relate to oxygen. Like none of you woke up this morning worrying if the Creator was going to give you enough oxygen. Even if somebody was outside running in the morning, right, and consuming more oxygen than you didn't worry about it. You just trusted that your Creator would provide you with what you needed for that day. And when you're able to relate to money in the same way, that's when you achieve wealth consciousness. And so I'm at that state, and I'm trying to elevate as many people out of poverty consciousness into wealth consciousness. So real estate is really my earthly work. That's the material, tangible. And then financial spirituality is actually my spiritual work, my heavenly work. So it's twofold. But I had to demonstrate on the real estate side so that when I actually came out with the financial spirituality, people would understand that it's real, not just some woo-woo stuff. Like everything that's behind, I own my mental real estate before I own any physical real estate. So it all starts here. Heaven is in the mind, and this is why this is called your temple. And so that's what I focus on, and bringing those two together is what it means to be rich and righteous.
Love it, man.
Yeah,
always get so motivated and get so much energy.
That was beautiful,
bro.
Hey, cool, man. Cool, man. So
That was
that's
awesome.
what it is. We rub off each other.
Well, two more questions. How many units do you have as of right now?
33 units. Brooklyn, Oakland, New Orleans, and Baton Rouge. So 33 units. Of course, over the past year, I slowed down my personal acquisition in order to open up the opportunity for everyone through the Buyback Baton Rouge Fund. If it wasn't for the Buyback Baton Rouge Fund, my personal portfolio would have expanded, but I wanted to create an opportunity for people who were having difficulty getting into real estate to invest. And so with the Buyback Baton Rouge Fund, we had a $1,000 minimum investment, and we created about 430 something investors through that fund. So that's my personal portfolio right now, and I'm a buy and hold. I'm not fixing and flipping. I'm a buy and hold investor.
Okay.
So
long term.
Yeah.
And just can you last thing? Can you elaborate just on what we're doing in Baton Rouge?
Yeah. So in Baton Rouge, we've locked in on two neighborhoods. One where Anthony Kimble is from, and one where Tevin is from. That's the Eddie Robinson Senior Historic District in Scotlandville. And we are developing about 160 multifamily units and single family homes out there. We raised about $3 million in a period of about 3 months to acquire those properties. We dealing with construction. You watching a real estate video, so you gonna hear sound effects in the back, okay? So we're developing about 160 units over the next 2 to 3 years in that space, and every day we're pounding the pavement. We got property managers, project managers like Reggie and Keith, who are holding it down on both fronts, making sure that those projects move forward on a daily basis. Anthony, Tevin, and I, we focus on the acquisition, holding the vision, and keeping the team motivated to execute on what we see for the communities, the people that are in these communities, and for our investors. So it's amazing work. Everybody talks about buying the block, but for a lot of people it's just a hashtag on Instagram. For us it's real life. We're doing it every single day, intangibly. And so you can follow our journey at howtobuytheblock.com. Howtobuytheblock.com. You can follow our journey there and learn the game from us, so that you can play at a higher level.
Definitely, and I'm not taking no more of your time, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, always.